Hey my leaders, it's Tammy Dunnett here, and I am ready to tackle one of the most pervasive topics that is plaguing our modern day workplace, and I see in my coaching clients on a regular basis. And that is the struggle to disconnect outside of workplace hours. And we're going to take this conversation outside of the workplace, so let's go. Now, if you're like many people, you'll find yourself glued to these cell phones answering text messages and Slack notifications long into the night. And I'm here to shed some light into why this practice is unhealthy and how you can free yourself from its grip. So let's dive in, and we're going to explore 3 reasons that might be contributing to your unhealthy practice with workplace balance and disconnecting. Now, the first reason is there's perceived expectations. In today's hyper-connected world, where it seems like we can never disconnect, there's this underlying belief, it's almost pervasive and demonstrative, that in order to be gold standard, high-performing, reliable, we need to be hyper-connected. And this is creating a lot of interpersonal tension, family tension, and conflict among your teams. Now, a study done by Gallup shows that nearly 50% of full-time workers in the United States are checking their phone regularly after work hours. And yet there are other studies that show that staying hyper-connected increases anxiety, decreases our quality of sleep, and our performance. Because there's this ongoing feeling, waiting for the next text to drop so that we don't miss it. The second reason is that there are these cultural norms and expectations, unwritten rules, that leaders especially need to be available 24/7. Now listen, I was in the military and I was owned 24/7, and I had better work-life balance than corporate leaders today. This topic is becoming one of the most prevalent things that I coach on with my seasoned leaders and my new leaders. And they're saying similar things. If I don't respond, what will my boss think of me? Will they think I'm unreliable? Will they think I'm slacking off? Will they think I'm accountable? Very fear-driven reasons as to why my clients and you might be tethered to this phone a little too strongly. Now, of course, the third thing is just simply the rise of technology. Technology has made it easier for us to stay connected. But it has also blurred the lines between personal and business. That means that our office is always following us. Now you might be wondering, how do I get off of this? How do I stop the cycle? How do I break the chains? We're going to talk about that next. Now, the first thing is to set clear boundaries with you and your team. Talk about what this is going to look like in terms of expectations when it comes to sending emails outside of business hours and responding to business emails outside of business hours. Communicating these boundaries and expectations ahead of time will help to prevent and decrease the anxiety others have around answering it. The second tip is to scheduleize and prioritize self-care. Put this in your calendar. Schedule time for activities that recharge you, that fill you up, that just make you feel good, like eating this delicious apple. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, so you need to feed not just your body, but your spirit and your soul as well. And the third is just to lead by example. You know that email and that text you want to send right now that you don't need them to answer until tomorrow? Don't send it or put on a delay. When you can model disconnecting outside of the office, your team will also recognize that it's okay to disconnect in this hyper-connected world. So the next time your team comes to you looking for guidance around how to find the balance in this technological world that we live in, check your own behaviors first and see if maybe you are part of the problem leading to the increased anxiety and stress among your team as to when they should be responding and when they shouldn't be. If you're not taking the time out for you, chances are they're not taking the time out for themselves. So be the leader that others aspire to come to and aspire to become. So remember, true leadership isn't about being tethered to this phone 24/7. It's about setting a vision, inspiring others, and leading by example. Now, if you're ready to reclaim your work-life balance and become a more effective leader, in the process, give me a call. There'll be a link here below that you can schedule some time with me and we can talk about perhaps the things that are getting in your way and keeping you from being that influential leader. Until next time, this is Tammy Dunnett, your leadership and communication skills coach. And I'm going to sit here and enjoy a nice little break with this delicious apple. Talk soon.